Hello and welcome to Broadsword Wargaming. In this video, I'm talking about boxes, and not just any boxes, miniature boxes. As we spend so much money on the miniatures themselves, you can spend £70 on a Primark, £100 on a tank, £400 on a Titan, £1,000 on a Titan. Do you not think we should be looking after these things because they're expensive? So, I have 4 different ways here. I'm going to show you through what I think kind of the worst to the best, but that's not necessarily what this video is. The classic. A box that you got from some rubbish old thing with some foam or styrene in or whatever you want to put in it, bits of old foam and tape, and there's a tank, right? You just put that in there. You have about 5 of these all rattling around in the back of your cart or in the corner of your hobby space. I mean, that costs nothing, right? In a box, but you just buy something and it fits in there. I'm going to say you see far too many of these around, and these are the main people I'm trying to talk to here, because even if you don't have a lot of money, this is cheap, but you're gonna suffer. Like, you spend all this time painting your miniatures and trying to look after them. They're gonna get damaged in this. We should take more care than this. I know this costs nothing. I know this is easy to do, but turning up to tournaments or turning up to your friend's house or even having this in your own house looks naff. So these look awful stacked in the corner. If you've got very little limited space at home and you've got a partner or you're not or whatever, these look crap. So I think these are not the way to go with storing your miniatures at all. So we'll get rid of that one. Next up on my list, now these are in no particular order, are the Gamesworkshop cases. So this one's a bit old. There's loads of different ones. I've got all sorts. I've got old floppy open ones. I've got the big mega box ones. But this one's just a classic Gamesworkshop box that I've had for years. And to be honest, it's never really caused me any issues. Inside, so this one I've got my Hail Caesar stuff in this, right? I've got my Romans. They're not painted, so of course, why would they be? Who paints their miniatures? So I've got, 3 layers of foam here, enough to store over 100 models in. You can generally pick these up pretty cheap. They aren't a great solution for everything though. These are all just models in here. These are all just humans, so not too much of an issue if that's what you've got, but they become a problem when you've got tanks or vehicles or dreadnoughts or Primarks or anything bigger. They only have the spaces they have, you know? You can't, unless you want to clip and remove parts of the foam, but then you end up with less actual storage space. So these are very good if you've just got loads of troops, and maybe a good solution for part of the ways to store your models. They don't look bad, they're easy to carry around. As I say, this is really old and I don't think I've ever really had any issues with it. It's not broken, and I feel fairly comfortable that nothing's really gonna get damaged in this. So, not a bad solution. You can pick these up, I've seen for like £20, £25, maybe less, maybe a bit more. These are no longer in stock, but they do the bigger ones. Now, the issues with the bigger ones is the price. So they're better. They are sort of pick and pluck with the foam style, but they're quite hefty, like £95 you can pay for one of those. And will it fit all your models in? Probably not. So you're gonna have to look at some alternative options or buy more of them, which is not a problem because we spend so much money anyway. But I don't necessarily know if Games Workshop ones are the best way to go either. So on that note, we go to the KR multi-cases. These are another company that do similar things to the Games Workshop ones. They're all foam inserts in here. Kind of the same thing, a lid, and then you've got different slots. So this one here is what, 4 slots deep. Again, this could probably store 140 models in, and very similar to that one. It's cheaper. It comes with, it's cardboard though, so rain is gonna be an issue, or denting it, dropping it. It is gonna take more effect. I've had things break in this, for sure. But you can customize the foam inside. So you can put in different size ones. You can buy different pick and pluck things. You can buy ones with slots for a drop pod or a Titan or a Rhino, anything. So these have that sort of versatility to them, which is great. This one here is just a straight up troop holder, and there's nothing wrong with that, the same as this other one. I think these go for somewhere around £20 odd new. Again, you can pick them up second hand, but if you want a bigger box, then you'll pay more money. You can customize them, so you can get ones that are in metal. They don't have to just be in this. You can get metal ones, metal fold in half. You can get plastic ones. You can get big magnetic type things. So They are very good. Again, they're expensive, but price is what you're gonna have to pay, I think, if you wanna look after your miniatures. So this particular cardboard one is fine for that. I don't think I'd trust it in a big stacker out in the rain. Another option, just 'cause I've got another one here, this one will be good for smaller warbands. It's just a little zip up foam thing again. What is this, 2 deep? So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 36 models. That would do for your Warcry warbands or Shadespire or Blood Bowl, things like that. So useful, has a little zip to it. Again, I've only ended up with all these just because over the years I've bought lots of miniatures. And the last one I'm going to talk about is these. These are plastic boxes that I bought from The Works, I think, or Hobbycraft or B&Q, whatever your local type trade store is. Big clippy sides, take the tops off, right? So I've got a couple of different types here. I can buy these as deep as I like, or as shallow, or as wide, as long. There's loads of different options. I think I got 2 of these bigger boxes for £25, £24, and then I put in a metal sheet at the bottom. So these are magnetized, right? Everything in here is on magnets. The bases are magnetized on all the models, and below I have a metal sheet. This generally, probably these models are not on here, but generally I feel pretty comfortable holding that up sideways or even upside down without the models moving anywhere, and it can take a bit of a shake, like even with a wobble, they're not moving, they don't move. And you've got a big plastic around them. I bought the metal sheets, I think, from B&Q. Now I would do it differently. I'd probably just get the cheaper magnetic sheets you can buy from the internet. You need to put magnets on the bases of all your models as well, which is a bit annoying, I'll admit. And not so good if you've got the little 3mm MDF bases, you can't really put a magnet, so this isn't really an option, which is why my Romans are in this one. I do think these are the best option. They're cheaper than the Games Workshop ones, probably cheaper than KR cases, and if you get a deep box, you can use them for whatever you want. So the way I actually do it is I have my models in the Dettolf IKEA display cabinets, and I use these for when I want to put them in and take them away. So I have my models on display. If you've got the room, why not display your models? So I have mine on display, and then I just take them out the cabinet, put them in 1 or 2 of these, and go to a tournament, wherever I want to go. I've actually got mine, so the metal strips are Velcroed in, so I can take them out and put it into a different box if I want a deeper one for my drop pods or my Titan. I've got tanks in there as well. The tanks are a little bit heavier, so you do need to look at stronger magnets, but I think you can buy magnets for about £5 online for sort of 40 of the little ones. These probably cost me 25 plus a bit of metal. I think I got it for about 20 quid. 45 magnets, maybe £55, and I've kind of done all my armies, and most of them fit in these boxes. I use them for my Space Marines primarily, and that's fine. Again, none of these are the only options, and none of these are necessarily better or worse than others. I just think for value for money, the magnetized boxes are better. If you don't want to keep all your miniatures in boxes, then put them on a display cabinet and use only these to take them around, or use these. But I would go now, if I had to do it all again, I would just buy multiples of these, maybe 3 or 4, stack them up in the corner or under my painting table, out of the way. You can even use these for paints. I mean, these plastic boxes. You could take out the strip and put paints in them if you wanted. Whatever you want to do. They're really versatile. So that's that. I think cardboard box is awful. Never do it. I know it costs nothing, but you get what you pay for in life, and that's going to kill your models. The KR cases are sort of the next cheapest option, anywhere from £20 to £150 to £200, depends what you want to do. More versatile, more flexible. Games Workshop are designed and are used by Games Workshop. They are a good product for sure. You're looking around £95 now to put one army in, and whether you've pulled out the foam and picked it or whether you've got it so you can put it back in, I don't think they're that versatile, and you need to be putting all your models in them. Or you have the metal magnetized sheets. These are the best option, I think, because they're the cheapest, they're the most versatile, and you can do the most with them. That was it. A short and sweet, simple video on boxes. If you've liked this video, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the alarm bell below for more videos to come. I do all sorts of content, so check it all out. I have an Amazon affiliates link. That's just to help support the channel if you want to. The same with the Luke's APS at Geek Gaming. I have a Patreon page, so please, by all means, check that out. That's all in the links below. And I will catch you guys on another video next week. Thanks very much.